The saying, which stipulates that it can only be delayed and not denied, is what played out here at the All Progressive Congress National Secretariat, where the national chairman of the party, Alhaji Umar Abdulahi Ganduje, played host to the leadership of the party support groups under the umbrella of amalgamated APC support groups, ably led by the Director General, Dr. Nasir Ladan.
Now you can bear me witness when I said we are never late, because he is never late. And I'm telling you, one thing I know about him is that once he said yes, it means yes. And that's the reason when you people are pressurizing me, sometimes when I smile, you say, why are you smiling? This is serious. Because to some extent, I know the person I'm dealing with.
The meeting, which had long been anticipated, availed the leadership of the amalgamated support groups the opportunity to present reports of all the activities before, after, and during the court tribunal, where the victory of the mandate given to their principal, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by Nigerians as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was upheld.
What we want to do with the national chairman was to reinstate our loyalty, our continued loyalty and support to the party, that the assignment given to us before the election, during the election, and after the election, ongoing, is to promote the party and the government. We went to the national chairman with an authentic, verified list of all the various support groups registered with the party, about 2,400 plus, published on the 4th January 2023 and the 31st of January 2023, prior to the general election.
The meeting was a significant step towards resolving the internal crisis within the amalgamated APC support groups. The visit provided a platform for presenting themselves as the authentic support groups.
This is the true and the original amalgamated, from our publications, from our magazines, from the letters given to us by the NWC. As far as we are concerned, we always go by what you, our elders, tell us. Do the right thing.
To say that there's only one AASG structure in Nigeria, and that is the one that was set up by the then national chairman, His Excellency Abdulahi and the National Working Committee of the APC. Now, every other one that has come up was either by a rebel that pulled out of the structure or disgruntled elements. Substantively, only one DG was ordained.
The chairman, who acknowledged the existence of various factions of the group, told members that he has now seen the authentic amalgamated.
There's no doubt there are many factions. We'll do all what we can do in order to bring the support groups together. This is very, very important.
However, the leadership of the amalgamated support group believed that what has bedeviled the group, leading to the emergence of various factions, is mere greed.
To us, there are no factions. There are only division of interest. We, in our group here, we believe that the party gave an assignment to a certain bodies, leaders of various support groups registered under the party. And the assignment was simple. Go before the election, coordinate, coalesce, supervise activities of all the various support groups registered with the party. And that was exactly what we did. So, and that at the time it was established and unveiled, abolished and approved by the national chairman, particularly through the NWC of the party. The assignment was very simple before the general election, and we went and we did. So factions, it's normal. Even in your house, you have people with different interests and opinion. What we have is just people with selfish interests.
Let me say categorically that from the youth wing, we don't see an issue
And it is when you see an issue that you make the attempt of resolving an issue. We, from the youth wing, we didn't see an issue. We just see people who are selfish, self-centered, and want to reap where they did not sow. So we don't see an issue. You understand? We don't see an issue. Greed was the primary ingredient. Some of these elements believe that they can manipulate the leadership in the person of Dr. Nasiru Agungu to use AASG to hold the party to ransom whenever they are aggrieved. But Dr. Nasiru was very blunt and clear that the reason for setting up AASG is not to have a parallel authority with the party, but to coordinate and manage the activities of all support groups. So to that end, some were aggrieved. They decided to go set up a parallel structure. And that is what led to this issue of one former director publicity of this same AASG setting up another parallel AASG with no authorization from the party, from the national chairman. In fact, we have been receiving messages and letters at the Secretariat condemning him and also accusing him of extortion from several people. So the party is going to take the right steps. We have already made our recommendations from the security department. We have forwarded them to the appropriate authorities, and at the right time, actions will be taken.
The high point of the events was the presentation of documents, reports, as well as gift items to the chairman in appreciation of all he has done for the party.
They say seeing is believing. You explained your contribution to the success of Aswaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That was an action, campaign, publicizing the manifesto of APC and also selling our candidate for presidential election. But you did not stop after winning the election. You continue producing materials because campaign in politics is continuous, not only during election time. I'm highly impressed with the documents, with this magazine, and all other publications, including the arts that you presented to us. So I thank you for all this. Even if you are teaching and you want somebody to understand, I think you should do it beyond the talking. In teaching, these are visuals, which you use for children to understand. These are visuals for us to understand the politics of amalgamated APC support groups.
The national chairman expressed his commitment to facilitating dialogue and reconciliation among the various factions, ensuring that the amalgamated APC support groups worked cohesively.
We know how you use your time, your talent, your resources in order to keep our party alive. We cannot forget you.
His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Umar Abdulahi Ganduje, there's one thing that he said that is very, very important, and I would like every member of the support group to please take notice of this. First and foremost, he said, seeing is believing. He equally said he's going to fraternize them. He also said that we came with proof, and that is, in the teaching and learning classes, there's what is called visual aids. And seeing this, he knows exactly that we have done so much well, credibly well, before the election, during the election, and even now, post-elections, we are still working. And this he applaud us for, appreciate us for. He sincerely announced to us the AASG, under the leadership of Dr. Nasiru Ladan, that we should be at peace. There is no problem with us. And we should, at all times, continue with whatever we are doing to ensuring that the party name and the present government enjoy all the necessary publicity from our end.
To members of the support groups, 2027 elections are paramount, hoping that reconciliation is key for ultimate success going forward.
Based on his own assessment, he has received a lot of support groups coming to his office, but the one led by Dr. Nasiru Ladan proved to be the authentic and the practical one by producing a lot of evidence that made him to get confused that yes, he's dealing with the right one. And also advised us that we should be calm and see how the other aggrieved groups will try to kill behind Dr. Nasiru Ladan, and which we are also appealing to DG to see how other groups will close to us and have the same purpose towards 2007 election.
Amalgamated, you need amalgamation. So that you remain strong and active. 2027 is coming, and we are looking forward to see you in the field again.
The message to members is for everyone to remain calm and patient as the reward system is promising.
The message I have for my group members, one, is patience. All the group members cannot have this appointment at the same time, so patience is one of the key.
Our prayers to the party include rewards for our various exercises during the campaigns and the election period, to which the national chairman said we will adequately be rewarded.
The trust the support group leaders have in the leadership of Dr. Nasiru Ladan as the DG of Amalgamated APC Support Group, it's important to note that that trust has given us that edge, that push, that drive that has gotten us to where we are now. And by the grace of God, the way things are going with our last visit to the party secretariat, the reward will soon come, I'm sure of that.
I wish to thank them for all the support and the patience, and I'm telling them there is a better days ahead. Very soon they will smile by the special grace of God.
The leadership and members of the amalgamated APC support groups believe the doors are still wide open to the aggrieved parties who are ready to embrace peace.
Those that decided to go the other way, the fact that now it is clear they have lost, we are still open. We are ready to receive them back. That's it. We don't have any enemy. We try to do things the way they are supposed to be done. And as I've said, in politics, everybody is important. So if they are coming back, we are ready to receive them. Genuine, unless if the consequences decided to come from the party secretary itself. But in our own case, we are ready to forgive them wholeheartedly.